What's up guys, welcome to the vlog. Today is Wednesday. I usually vlog on Sundays, but I just decided to vlog today. If you don't know who I am, my name is Brendon Wharton. I am an online fitness coach and content creator, mostly on Instagram and TikTok. I would say Instagram is the main thing, but I'm trying to start doing a little bit of YouTubing, and that's going to be my focus this year. I'm actually slowing down on the coaching a little bit so that I have a little bit more time to create content, because I think creating content is what brings me the most happiness. I definitely love coaching, love helping people get in shape, but when you get up to like a certain number of clients and it just takes like all of your time, it gets a little not as enjoyable, especially when a lot of those people are not really doing what they're supposed to do or listening. So I'm reducing it down. I'm like only working with people who are disciplined and doing what they're supposed to do, and spending the rest of my time creating content. Let's check out the physique if we can see it. This is not the best mirror. Damn, this looks tiny on this little camera. Hopefully it's coming across, but looking relatively lean. I'm just pretty much maintaining, trying to lean out a little bit right now, but I'm not tracking macros or anything serious, not doing like a serious cut, but this is approximately how I like to stay looking. Once I get a little bit above this in body fat, then I will generally start to do a cut and lose a few pounds. So I just like to stay looking like this. That's how I feel good, look the best. Let's see what my weight is today. 182.5, so probably without the pants and whatever else is in my pockets, like 181, 180, which is about where I like to maintain. Anyway, so today I went on a walk, did some coaching work, and for the rest of the day I need to eat. I'm gonna eat pretty soon. What time is it? It's almost 3 o'clock, so I can eat now. Gonna have some ground turkey, a Ninja Creamy. Then I should probably put the thingies back on these towels. Since we started letting Navy on the couch, we do keep blankets on the bottom of the couch, not these ones, but these other ones that match better. But we didn't ever cover the top, so there was like a section right here that was starting to look brown. Lily took the covers off everything and washed them last night, so I should probably put those back on before she gets home, or she'll be like, why didn't you put those back on? And I'll be like, you didn't ask me to. And she'll be like, well, I gotta ask you to do everything. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do something if you don't tell me to do it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be working out and eating protein if you don't put me a little to-do list. Let's have some ground turkey and see where this day goes. How's that look? Do I look kind of leanish? I don't know if I'm crazy, but I feel like I look kind of lean on this tiny little camera. You know, I'm actually not someone that walks around the shirt with the house off. I'm not someone that walks around the house with a shirt off all the time. I'm actually gonna go put a shirt on right now, but I just got out of the shower. But I always found that a little, not weird when people always have their shirt off, but I've never felt comfortable just like walking around with my shirt off all day. Like, I gotta have a shirt on, and I gotta have at least socks on. I prefer to have shoes on, and eventually I do want to get different flooring in the house and make the flooring all the way throughout, like so hard floor all the way up throughout, so there's not carpets in the bedrooms. I'm getting my meals prepped, and I'm gonna have 10 grams of this recharge. So it's just creatine from Legion. It's like a flavored creatine drink rather than just like a plain powder or whatever. You know what's funny is that, like, even though I'm pretty muscular and pretty good shape, whatever, I literally haven't taken creatine consistently since maybe like in high school one time, where I maybe took it for 30 days in a row. But for the last 2 weeks, I've been doing 10 grams of creatine per day. And I have noticed a little bit of a difference in my physique, like more fullness in the muscle. And I don't know if this is related, but I've also noticed my appetite has been decreased recently. I don't know if it's because the weather's changing or if it has to do with the creatine. But if it is the creatine, that's pretty cool. I haven't looked into if appetite suppression is a result of creatine. I've never heard that before, so I feel like it's maybe something else. But yeah, my appetite's been pretty decreased, which is actually great for trying to stay lean, because I can eat like a ton. Usually my appetite is like through the roof, and it's actually really hard to stay lean because I'm always so freaking hungry. So I'm gonna keep taking this creatine. Hopefully it has something to do with that. Oh, you know what else? I did start drinking 5-hour energies fairly recently, that could also be keeping my appetite down. They only have like 230 grams or milligrams of caffeine, which is about the same as the Ghost energy drinks that I would drink, but I don't know if it's maybe some other ingredients in there. But my appetite has been decreased quite a bit the last couple weeks. Meal number 1.1, I've got some 99% lean ground turkey. I've got some turkey pepperoni, a little bit of low-fat Mexican cheese, and then this chicken sausage right here. This chicken sausage is pretty good. If you're looking for a chicken sausage that has pretty good macros and it's got a really good flavor, it's got those little like tomatoes and stuff in it. But anyway, it's 5 grams of fat, so all right, it's not bad. And then 2 grams of carbs, 12 grams of protein. So as far as like hot dog type of things, that has pretty good macros. Lily found those, I think they were at Target, I'm not sure. I did see a similar brand at Costco when we went last time, but no, it was the same brand, but it had worse macros. So if you want to find those exact same ones with like the 5 grams of fat, 12 grams of protein, they're really, really good. I love like bratwursts and sausages and stuff like that. So if you can find some with some good macros, that's a win. I don't have protein chips in my bowl today. Last few days, I just haven't been craving them. Like my appetite is down and I just haven't been craving the same foods. So I'm not gonna fight it. If my appetite's down, I'm just gonna eat less and go ahead and lean out. I also have some asparagus cooking in the air fry right now. I just spray those with a little bit of olive oil and then I put some blackened seasoning on them. But you could do like salt, pepper, or whatever. I like to get them somewhat crispy. So I'm gonna sit down and eat this, and then when I'm done, the asparagus should be ready, and then I'll just use this same bowl to eat it in. Still watching The Walking Dead. I've been watching it for the last few months, and I'm on season 11. I think it's the last season. I think it's the last season that's on Netflix. I don't know if there's more seasons, but I just finished the episode pretty recently where Negan, it kind of does the flashback of Negan and his wife Lucille, where she has the cancer and like how she dies and all that. Bro, that episode had me crying, had me all up in my feelings. And then when Lily got home that night, I gave her a big hug. I was listening to her work stories. I was like, really? How was work? That was amazing. Because this, you know, the show, the lady has cancer and you don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know how long you're gonna have people. And that shit just had me crying. I felt so bad for Negan. I was like, no wonder he became such a bad guy and he started killing everyone. I would do the same thing. Done with the meat bowl. Now I'm gonna have some asparagus with some yellow mustard. I don't know why I like to eat them separately. I think I don't like to switch flavors. Like I don't want to eat like meat and then a vegetable and then meat and then a vegetable. I just like to eat like all the meat and then all the vegetables. And finally, I got meal 1.3, which is a protein ice cream topped with some frozen blueberries and protein powder. All right, Lily's gonna be home in about an hour, so I need to figure out how to get these cushion things back on the couch backy things. Pillows into pillowcases is annoying and hard, but these giant cushions into like even harder, smaller pillowcase things is quite annoying. Quite annoying, dude. Man, get the pillow back in that pillowcase right there, man. All right, so I've got this most of the way in here and it is not wanting to close. This is like the fluffiest pillow that I've ever messed with. I kind of want to put this in a regular pillowcase and use it on my bed. Me and Lily have gone through like, I don't know how many pillows over the years. And it's so hard to find the perfect pillow. Like I've used memory foam ones, we've used like duck ones or goose or whatever. And I can never find a single pillow that is thick enough for my head or a combo of 2 pillows that is the perfect thing. 2 is always too much and 1 is never enough. And I will never find a comfortable pillow in my life. If you guys know the perfect pillow for a somewhat muscular guy, because you got to remember, if you work out, your shoulders and your muscles get kind of bigger, so your head gets a little bit further away from the pillow, so it makes a difference. Actually, when I was bigger, when I was like over 200 pounds, it was even worse. I feel like I'm an old man at this point because I can sleep on my back. As a kid, I could never ever sleep on my back. Like I saw people do it in movies and I was like, that's fake, that's for movies. Like no one sleeps on their back, you know what I mean? Because I would always sleep on my stomach or my side. Now I sleep on my back or my side, but I like never sleep on my stomach anymore. Now I'm like, that's for children. Sleeping on your stomach is for children and for women. Not because it's like wimpy or something, but like I think just the size of the body, it doesn't really accommodate when you get a little bit bigger. Sleeping on your stomach is kind of just uncomfortable. Maybe it's just for me, but I can't see like a big dude with a big old belly or something sleeping on his stomach like, you know, like a little kid would. But yeah, I can't sleep on my stomach anymore. Dude, I'm never gonna get this pillow closed. I've been talking for like 10 minutes and I can't get this pillow closed. All right, new tactic. I'm gonna try sitting on the pillow. Let's see if that helps. Seems like it's not helping because it seems like it's pushing the pillow further out. I need like a third hand here to push this in while I zip. 1 pillow down and 3 to go. Also need to switch these blankets out for the other ones because these look stupid. Man, that took literally like an hour to get all those stupid pillows back in their cases. But I'm pretty much done now. Just gotta get these blankets on here. That will make Lily happy when she gets home. All right, I am finally done with this annoying project of getting the couch cushions back on. Lily was cleaning. She was going on a cleaning rampage yesterday, but we actually always keep our house pretty clean. Like it pretty much always looks like this. We do want to eventually get flooring. You know those tiles that kind of look like wood, like they're brown, long tiles. We just think that would really warm it up in here. We have talked about like buying another house or like a bigger house, but we're also, well, I'm really into like finances. I'm very obsessed with that type of stuff. And I do follow like Dave Ramsey. I don't follow his exact thing because I do use credit cards and get the points and stuff because I'm like, I'm gonna spend the money anyway. Might as well use credit cards. But I never buy, you know, things where I can't pay the credit card off immediately. I literally pay my credit card after like 3 days. Like whenever you can actually pay it off. Like if you swipe, you can't go in and pay it like immediately, but like 3 days later you can pay it. So we usually just pay it like every few days. But anyway, we've thought about buying like a bigger house, and our goal is obviously to pay the house off early, because with the Dave Ramsey type of stuff, if you pay off your house early, then you don't have that big bill every month and you can save and invest more. So we've been working to pay the house off, and you know, we'll get there eventually. But if we were to buy a bigger house, that would just take longer. So we kind of don't see the point unless we have like a bunch of kids. And then if we have a bunch of kids, then maybe we'll get a bigger house. But even with a bunch of kids, you could make do. I do use, you know, like one room for video editing and stuff. But worst case scenario, I mean, I can kind of do most of that just from a laptop, so I don't really need a full room for it. So if we had more than probably 2 kids, then we might look into buying a bigger house. But for now, it's perfect for us. If we never have kids, it would kind of be pointless to buy another house, except for maybe we would buy another house and rent this one out. But other than that, it's kind of like, what's the point, you know? Got some Amazon packages here. I was outside grabbing the Amazon packages and I was feeling some of the little skinnier ones, and I had the door open and I was just like feeling it, trying to figure out what was in there. Another Amazon guy comes, he's like, hey, I fucking barely heard him. I was like, whoo, scared the shit out of me. First I thought it was maybe Lily, but I don't know, just the sound scared the crap out of me. Lily ordered this little bag of protein. It's like 5 servings of this select protein. We've been trying to come up with a chocolate ninja creamy recipe, and all the Legion flavors have failed us. I tried Optimum Nutrition Extreme Milk Chocolate, no good. It's so hard to find a good chocolate protein that works well for a Ninja Creamy. A lot of the proteins we've tried, they taste good as a protein shake, but as a Ninja Creamy, they suck ass. And we've been using the Fairlife chocolate milk as a base, but that by itself, if you just do Fairlife chocolate milk or like a Core Power chocolate protein shake bottle, they taste really good when you drink them. But if you freeze it into a Ninja Creamy with no protein powder, it tastes like ice. Like it has like no flavor. I don't understand how something can taste really good when it's just a liquid, but then once you freeze that exact same liquid and blend it into like a Frosty, it then has no flavor. It's so weird. But anyway, got some Quest protein chips. Have these on automatic delivery. I should probably turn that off because I have been eating less of them lately. I go through phases, so I like when I'm in the phase of eating them, I'll leave the auto renew on. But now I'm kind of like not eating them that much, but we do still take them on like vacations and stuff. So if they do pile up, it's not a big deal. I know we will eat them eventually. Just don't want to let too many pile up. Cause like 2 boxes like this, when I'm in the phase, then I'll have like 1 every day and it'll last like 2 weeks. But when I'm not really eating them, then the next order will come and I'll have like 4 sitting around and I'm not using them. So Lily can try this protein powder. If you guys know of a chocolate protein that makes a really good Ninja Creamy, let me know. And don't BS me, because I don't know, some people have bad taste buds, you know what I mean? Like some people will be like, this is good, try it. And then you're like, that tastes like ass. You know what I mean? Like that tastes like protein powder. They're not supposed to taste like protein powder when you make a Ninja Creamy. Like the best Ninja Creamies, they're made with a protein powder, but they don't have that like protein artificial aftertaste. You know what I mean? So we're gonna keep searching. We're gonna find a good chocolate one. I'm not like a huge chocolate ice cream person. Like I don't generally crave chocolate ice cream all that much. I prefer the like lighter flavors, like the vanilla, not vanilla, but you know what I mean? Just like I like pistachio, the lighter colored, just not chocolate. You know what I mean? Non-chocolate flavors. Where was I going with that? Oh, but I'm still looking for a chocolate flavor so that I can make a Ninja Creamy recipe, a good one, and post it on my Instagram. I always post my Ninja Creamy recipes on my Instagram. Not very often, because I'm not just like making them just to make them, like just to have something to post. I'll make a Ninja Creamy recipe, adjust it until I really like it myself, and then eventually I'll post it online. But I'm not like, all right, let me hurry up and like make a new recipe just so I can post a Ninja Creamy thing. So my Ninja Creamy posts are like, I don't know, there's probably 3 of them on my Instagram spread out pretty far. The first one was like salted caramel with like cocoa pebbles and dark chocolate. And that's the one I was eating for a really long time. And then I started adding blueberries to the salted caramel. So it was like salted caramel, a ton of blueberries mixed in, and also cocoa pebbles and maybe some golden grams. So I was eating that for a long time. Then they came out with this coconut flavored Legion protein, and I switched to the coconut flavor, and I've been doing like just a bunch of blueberries, no cereal. I took out the cereal because I was getting like fluffy. I was getting a little chunky because I was eating too many Ninja Creamies with too much cereal per day. So I took out the cereal, and that's also helping me lean out. But I took out the cereal and I just love it, like by itself with the blueberries. It's so good. So anyway, if you really want some good Ninja Creamy recipes, go look on my Instagram, Brendon Warren Fit, and like, you're gonna have to search for them. I need to like make one of those little story things where it kind of collects, you know, all of your story posts. Like I have one for Gymshark and I have one for supplements, but I need to make a Ninja Creamy recipe one. But I wanted to get at least a chocolate one, so I would have like at least 4 recipes to put in there before I put it in my story thing, I guess. But anyway, I need to go edit some videos for Instagram and TikTok. And yeah, that's how I'm gonna spend the next time until Lily gets home. Then usually when Lily gets home, I try to like come out and say hi to her, even though sometimes I'm like really busy and I'm in the groove and I really don't want to stop working. So I need to get some videos from my phone to this hard drive so I can edit. But I wanted to talk about, I don't know, okay, so is this just a man thing? Or I don't know, ladies, if you're watching, let me know if this is something you think about too. But I always think about like, if I had all the money in the world and like money was no object and you didn't need to like earn money anymore, like let's say you just won the lottery, like what would you do with your life? Like what is it that actually makes you happy? What do you want to spend your time doing? And like what would your life look like? And I always think what I would do if Lily was okay with it, because I would definitely want to still be with her, right? So if she didn't think it was too insane what I would want to do is buy some land somewhere like in the woods, some kind of naturey area, you know what I mean? Where there's not other houses around, like within seeing distance, like maybe have a few acres of land, build a house, not a huge house, maybe the same size house as I have now, maybe a slightly bigger, whatever. I would also build a detached barn that would be a gym. I would have all the nicest gym equipment in there because I love working out. And maybe some kind of way for sustainable like water, maybe like a well or some kind of water collection system, solar panels, batteries for the solar panels, everything you would need to live off grid and not need anything. Maybe driving distance for Amazon deliveries so that you could still get Amazon deliveries, but I would just want to be away from it all and just wake up every day and kind of live on my farm. Hey! Every time I gotta make a video, the dogs gotta bark because they hear something. But anyway, yeah, I would just live in like a self-sustaining little plot of land and I wouldn't do crap. I maybe would just have some kids or something and just hang out. And I would work out every day. I would eat protein every day. Like that's what I love doing. That's what I do most of the time anyway, except for I still have to like earn money and stuff. I do like making videos, so I'll probably continue doing that just for fun. But yeah, that's like all I would do. But it seems like such a far-fetched thing to go like live like that. Well, probably because it would cost so much money to do what I'm talking about, really. It really would it would cost a lot because you'd have to buy the land, you'd have to buy the house, you have to get the solar panels, you have to get all that stuff. It's not cheap like it sounds, and yeah, you could do some of it yourself, but I'm not very handy. So I couldn't do a lot of that, okay? But that's my dream. I just have a property, it's got a gym on it, and I just hang out. Maybe I invite family over every weekend and just chill. I feel like being in nature is the most relaxing thing. You just want to get away from it all and just like spend the rest of your days just hanging out with your people. So is that a guy thing? Would you guys do that? Also a guy thing, I feel like sometimes I kind of hope an apocalypse will come, like a Walking Dead type of scenario, because that's kind of like you're just free. You know what I mean? You scavenge for your food, you do whatever you want. You're kind of just living to survive, but not in the way that we live to survive now. Because now we live to survive by like, oh, I gotta get a job, and then I gotta get a paycheck, and I gotta pay my light bill so that I can see, and I gotta pay my water bill so I can have water and take a crap or whatever. But anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know if you guys if that sounds like a cool life to you. And hit subscribe and like, and then maybe I can make it happen one day. And that could be what these videos are about. All right, so I got a few videos edited. Lily's home, and she got some more blankets to cover the couches even more, because the reason she washed them was it was like brown right here because the dogs kept sitting on them. So that's why I had to put all that back together earlier. But these came in Amazon. I thought you were getting more like this, not white ones.
Should I get that?
Well, I feel like the white's just gonna get brown too.
Yeah, I mean that gets brown too.
Yeah, but it's already like kind of brown, so you can't really tell.
Well.
She's always so excited when you get home.
I know. That's my baby.
She's like, my fucking mommy!
I love you. You're doing that makes my couch dirty, little girl.
Is that a big one? Mm-hmm. No bones on the couch, Navy. No bones on the couch. All right, just came out of my office, was editing some more videos. It is almost 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna have a little bit more to eat and then go to bed. So I'm gonna have 2 more of these sausages. Don't really feel like cooking much. And then I'm gonna have one of these legendary cinnamon rolls. I don't know if you've ever seen these or tried these, but they're freaking delicious. They got 22 grams of protein, 7 grams net carbs, but I don't follow that BS. They have 25 grams of carbs, 11 grams of fat. So, you know, just like some extra protein, but it's still like a sweet treat. So I'm gonna have one of the cinnamon and one of the chocolate ones. They're both really, really good. I actually love both of them. They're amazing. So I'm gonna have both of those. I actually ordered these Quest Bake Shop things. So there's chocolate brownie and then a chocolate chip muffin. Both of those, not so good. I don't know, I ordered a big box because I'm a dingleberry and I just order everything on Amazon rather than go to the store and get one to try it.
I'm gonna like it.
So I ordered like a 10 pack and they're not that good. And by not that good, I mean like not good at all. But anyway,
Wait.
I got my sausages right here, just microwaved. I'm gonna throw some yellow mustard on them and then I'm gonna go to bed. And what were you saying?
Sorry, I was interrupting. I actually like the Quest brownies. They're dry, but like, they're not the worst. They're better than the muffins.
Yeah, the
But
muffins.
they're not great.
So the muffins, I kind of like because they absorb milk. And that's my whole thing with treats. Is like I like cookies that absorb milk. I like, you know, anything that absorbs milk, that's what I like. So I like them for that reason, but the flavor is weird. Like, I don't know what it tastes like some kind of weird like grains, but not good. And then the brownie doesn't absorb milk and doesn't have great flavor. So I don't know, but Lily says the brownie's all right.
It's alright. I shouldn't eat it because it's actually really high fat.
Yeah, it's not even great macros. It's like, just have a brownie at that point.
Yeah.
Probably watch a little bit of Netflix and then go to bed. Hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. Hit the subscribe button, like button, notification bell. And if you don't, go eat yourself and peace out.